What is the Mass, Billy? Or Terry?
What is the Mass? The Mass is the offering of the body and blood of Christ.
Yeah. That is what that's what the important thing.
Yeah.
But it's only performance.
Everybody else knows the same answer, but they still don't believe that they go to Mass.
When I ask you, what does that all mean now? When you said that it's an offering up of Jesus Christ to his Father, what does that mean to you?
Nothing. To me personally, nothing.
And what should it mean to you?
What should it mean?
Yeah.
Oh, that's another aspect. It should mean that it's a renewal of Calvary.
That's right, yes.
But to me, it sounds impossible, that priest comes out, he has bread and wine there, and suddenly he says a few words over his hands.
What proof do you believe you could have for that? Or what proof would make you accept that? Just a moment now.
What do you want proof to make me?
You have said there a moment ago that you can't believe that you don't accept that. But I want to know what would want to happen in order that you would accept it.
I want to see Christ coming down on the altar.
Sir?
Did you accept when the people went to the moon that they actually landed on it? You didn't see them landing on it.
Yes, I did. You
Just
did
a
see
moment.
them.
I'm talking to one person.
You did see them.
All you did was you believed that this was happening because you saw it on television.
Yes, that little box there represents an awful lot, sir.
It does. You believe everything you see on that.
No, sir, I don't believe every single thing I see on that. No.
But then you pick and choose.
Yes, sir, I pick and choose. If I was to believe McGoo or something like that, I'd really be.
So it's the same thing.
Wait a moment now.
So you're saying it's
Just a moment. This is, and it's the same way. You accept one thing because you want to accept it. Then you don't accept another thing. So
Want to and doesn't come into it at all, sir. It's just.
It's happened for 2,000 years. As you said, it's only a reenactment of Calvary. It's like a performance over again.
No, just a moment.
All the time. It's like a show. You put on the first time. First time was spectacular. Great, okay. Everybody loved it. We were on for 2,000 years. Great show now.
But this is an actual reality.
But so is a play. If you want to play, okay.
But Billy, this is something which is completely above and beyond all that. It's a something which this is each time that this is done. It's a miracle.
Okay, a miracle. But it's been a miracle for 2,000 years. Every single day,
Each day, yes.
I know, but then it's still, so it's a miracle. So we've seen miracles all the time. So
Yeah.
They don't hold something for us anymore.
But what do you want? What do you want it for you? What?
I don't want it for anything. I couldn't care less what it does to itself. But I definitely, if somebody said to me, "Oh, get down the door," okay, even if I did believe with the body and blood of Jesus Christ, I still think it's a bit that, even he says, do this in remembrance of me, just in order to remember him.
Yeah.
It's just an act, It's no more the real thing. He's not actually suffering, he's not actually dying on the cross.
Billy, you misunderstand the fact that you are speaking about two different realities. But one of them is the reality that when God does something, that is timeless. When you have it here and there.
But God didn't die on the cross.
When you have it here and there, it is completely different.
Okay. But God didn't die on the cross. A man died on the cross, Jesus Christ. Now you have to admit that Christ didn't die on the cross. The God Jesus Christ.
The God-man did.
The God-man. Jesus Christ, the man died.
But he was the second person of the Blessed Trinity, namely God.
No, the God in Jesus Christ didn't die.
Claim that God merely inhabited this man. But they were still separate.
What do you mean by inhabiting a man?
Yes, that's...
Should have said actually, not merely that, he was the actual, this particular Jesus Christ was actually God and he was actually man.
But God couldn't have died. How could God die?
But if you take into account when you speak about there are three persons in God.
Yes.
Now one of those persons was actually, one of those persons became what we call it anthropified or personified. Is that right? And this particular person of God died.
So in other words, say one third of God died.
Well, if you have such a simple and innocent mind, you can say that.
Yeah.
It was only a God who could offer up sufficient. It was only on the level of a God level, that sufficient. What do you call it?
But then what's the point in having a mathematical definition or theory or whatever you like?
I mean, gentlemen, I'll be asking this tomorrow and I want a very clear and definite explanation of it. But one thing I don't do is that I don't rule out the fact. I'll be asking this tomorrow now. I don't rule out the fact that because you speak about, at the present time there's a great emphasis, or what do you call it,